Hi friends, welcome back to Asana with Samantha. Now there are a lot of different types of yoga. There are cooling yoga flows and there are also energizing and warming flows. Usually we tend to do the former in the evening time and the latter in the morning time. We're going to be doing the morning energizing type of yoga flow today. This is my personal preference. I usually prefer to do yoga in the morning. So if that's you, then this flow is totally for you. Let's go ahead and get started. Come to a comfortable kneeling position. You can just place the hands in the lap and then close off the eyes. Now take a moment in this position to focus on your breath. Without manipulating it in any way, just observe where it is circulating, if it's deep or shallow, fast or slow, does it feel like it's getting stuck anywhere. Just observe the quality of your own breath. Now as you inhale, fill your rib cage and your abdomen as far as they will go. And as you exhale, really press your navel in towards your spine. When you get to the very top of your inhale, see if you can sip in just a little bit more air. And then as you exhale again, really completely empty, and then press that navel back toward your spine. Take a few breaths this way. One more inhale. Sip in just a little bit more. And then exhale fully. Really press that abdomen in. Allow the breath to soften and come back to its natural rhythm. And then go ahead and blink open the eyes. Good job. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a toe stretch. Now, some of you are probably groaning right now. Bring your weight a little bit forward, tuck under the toes, and then sit back onto those heels. We'll hang out here for just a moment. It's going to be more than a moment. We're going to hang out here for just a minute. Extend your left arm out long and bring that palm back toward you. So we're stretching out through the forearm. Keep your shoulder down away from the ear. Stretching feet and hands at the same time. Go ahead and switch to your right hand out. Press those fingertips back toward you. Again, careful not to let that shoulder float up toward the ear. Hang out, hang in there. You can do it. All right, release that right arm, cross the left arm across the body, and just pull it back toward you. Again, shoulder down. Really make sure that that scapula is plugged into the back side of your body. Extend right arm out, draw it across the body, plug that shoulder in. A little bit longer. You guys, you got this. You got it. Release that, release the hands, tap the toes, loosen that tension. Okay, now we're gonna do the opposite of that. So place the hands behind you for some support, and then just pop those knees up to stretch through the tops of the feet. Now you can keep your hands back here to help with the balance, or you can bring hands to heart center. Breathe. Hang in there. We won't stay in this position quite as long as we stayed in the first one. Breathe. Find your sense of balance if your hands are at heart center. All right, go ahead and place the hands down, drop the knees, tap out those toes again. If you want to circle them, feel free. And then shake out the wrists. Bring in a little bit of energy. Good job. Okay, plant the hands down, stack them underneath the shoulders, and then stack knees under hips. We're gonna do a little bit of cat and cow. So drawing your palms back toward you, draw the chest forward, sit bones go back and broad. As you exhale, press the ground away from you, round the spine. Sit bones tuck under, chin comes to chest. Again, inhale, chest comes forward, sit bones back. Exhale, around the spine. Becoming an arch. Inhale, last time, to cow. And exhale, back to cat. Come to a neutral spine. Good job. Extend right arm out long, left leg long. Bend the left leg up. Grab hold of the left ankle with your right hand. Press the ground away. Bring the gaze up for tiger pose. Really kick back into that right hand. Go ahead and release that. Place your limbs back down on the ground. Extend the left arm and the right leg. Bend the right knee. Grab hold with your left hand. And then press the ground away. Gaze comes up for tiger pose. Make sure that you aren't collapsing in your spine. You really want to keep your abs engaged. Kick back. All right, go ahead and release that. Place limbs down on the ground. Tuck under the toes, place the hands. Come all the way up for downward facing dog. And take a moment to set the posture, pedal through the feet. Toes should be pointed toward the front of the mat. Sit bones are drawing up toward the sky. If you want to take a nice deep bend in the knee, that could be a really great way to set the spine. And then once your spine is nice and long, you can start to straighten the legs a little bit more. Breathe. All right, go ahead and walk the feet up to the hands. Bring them about hip width apart. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Take a nice deep bend in the knees. Hang and ragdoll. If you want, you can sway, or you can just find some stillness here. All right, on an inhale, go ahead and peel the body all the way up, bone by bone. Head and neck come last. Good job. All right, now, it is an energizing, heat-building flow, so we're going to be doing some sun salutations. Sun salutations are a really great way to energize the body, get your blood pumping a little bit more, which is great. Now, this is a shorter flow, so we'll just do 2 sun A's and 2 sun B's. Here we go. Inhale, arms come all the way up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Lower down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here for a few breaths. Again, if you want to pedal, you can do so. But breathe. Just because we're building heat doesn't mean we can't center at the same time and draw focus. You don't have to be scatterbrained in order to energize. Inhale, and on an exhale, step or jump feet to hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands down to your heart center. Good work, let's do that again. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create some space. Exhale, plant the hand, step or jump back to a high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, take a couple of breaths here. Find some rest in this posture. It's funny, when I was new to yoga, I always hated when teachers said that, because downward dog felt like so much work in the beginning. I promise it gets easier if this is your first flow ever. All right, inhale, and on an exhale, step or jump feet to hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms come up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Good job. All right, we're gonna do some sun bees. Inhale, chair position, arms come up. Sit bones are drawing back. You want your knees to be stacked over your ankles, not over your toes. So don't be afraid to really sit down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hand, step or jump. Back to your high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting from the inner thigh, right leg comes up, square hips, bend the knee, keep your hips high as you draw the knee forward to your nose and plant that foot between the hands. Angle your back foot about 45 degrees and use your leg strength to come all the way up to warrior one. Take an extra breath here. And then on an exhale, plant those hands, step back to a high plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, lifting from the inner thigh. Inhale, left leg comes up, bend the knee. Hips stay high as you bring the knee to the nose. Plant that foot between the hands. Angle that right foot about 45 degrees. Leg strength, come up. Warrior one. That left foot should be head toward that second or third toe on that left foot. Breathe. On an exhale, plant those hands and step back into your high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to catch your breath if you lost it. Really settle into this pose. Again, make sure that your sit bones are drawing up toward the sky. Spine is growing long. All right, inhale. Then on an exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair position, arms come up, buns go back. Exhale, come up tall, hands down through heart center. Good job. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, chair position. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, plant those hands, step or jump, back to a high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up, square hips, bend the knee to nose. Plant that foot between the hands. Angle your back foot, leg strength, warrior one. Straight back down. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Straight away, inhale, left leg comes up, bend that knee to nose, plant the foot between the hands. Angle that back foot, inhale, warrior one. Straight away, exhale, plant those hands, step back to a high plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, bring the focus back to your breath. Allow your rib cage and your abdomen to expand. And as you exhale, really draw that navel back toward your spine. Empty out completely. If you have Ujjayi breathing in your practice, it can be really helpful when you are building heat and you're feeling overwhelmed. Ujjayi breathing can help calm the mind and bring nourishment to your muscles when they need it. All right, one more breath here. Inhale, and as you exhale, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair position. Exhale, come all the way up, hands down through heart center. Good job. I know we got a little faster there. Building energy, right? All right, go ahead and open up to a wide leg stance. You bring your legs as wide as you are able. Take the hands, bind them behind the back, roll your shoulder blades down onto the backside body, and we'll come down for a forward fold. Hold here. Really get some space between your hands and your backside, or You just keep them where's comfortable. Go ahead and bend the right knee, bring that shoulder inside. Bend the left knee, bring the left shoulder. One more on the right. One more on the left. Plant the hands down. Come up halfway. Forward fold. See if you can bring your hands in line with your feet. If not, if you're here, that's totally fine. Just work within your body. And grab hold of opposite elbows and sway. And then come all the way up to stand. You can heel toe the feet in just a tad. Bring arms above the head. Inhale, make Kali Mudra, like this. And as you exhale, stretch over to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, stretch to the left. One more time. Inhale through center. Stretch over to right on your exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down to the left. Inhale and hands down through heart center on your exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the top of your mat. Plant the hands and step back into a high plank. Drop down to the knees and all the way back onto your buns. Now, we're going to do a headstand. If headstand is not in your practice, I'll link to a video below where I explain drills to practice it. But I'll give you kind of the basic right now. So if you grab hold of opposite elbows, this is going to be your measurement of where your elbows need to be, okay? So you're gonna be like this. You do not want them to splay out any farther than where you have measured. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. So plant those down. You'll make a little basket with your hands, okay? This part of your head right here, like the crown of your head, is gonna go right in that pocket, okay? And again, your elbows, it's like they're drilled down into the floor, okay? You don't want them to move. If they splay out, you're gonna fall over, okay? So if headstand is in your practice, you can go ahead and take headstand now. If it is not, and this is your very first time even dealing with headstand, you can bring that crown of your head right into that little pocket, bring your bum up, and you can just practice feeling what it feels like to be upside down a little bit. Scoot your feet in as far as they can. You can just hold here. If headstand is in your practice, maybe you want to come up. If you're feeling super pro and you want to do some tucks or some pike presses to work your abdomen, you can do that. Anytime that you are in headstand, you want to make sure that you are keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Okay? So take your time practicing. And once you feel you've had a nice little practice with your headstand, or that you've held it for a few breaths, maybe you've just lifted each leg up a couple of times, you can practice that. Once you feel that you're done, go ahead and drop your knees, come down into a narrow leg child's pose, and rest your head down on your hands. Shake your neck up from side to side. We'll hang out here for just a moment in case any of you need a little extra time with your headstand, want to practice. We'll wait for you for just a minute. Breathe here. If you've been keeping your shoulders away from your ears, you shouldn't feel very much tension in your neck. If you are feeling tension in your neck, that means that you're probably compressing a little too much. You really want to make sure that you are keeping your shoulders down away from your ears when you are in that headstand, okay? Little tips. All right, hopefully everybody should be making their way into child's pose now. Again, just rest your head on your hands, shake out through the neck. All right, go ahead and peel the body all the way up to a kneeling position. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. As you exhale, twist to the left. So fingertips come behind you as a kickstand. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Gaze goes over that back shoulder. With every inhale, imagine yourself growing taller. With every exhale, see if you can get that navel in a little bit closer to the spine. Get a little deeper into that twist. Inhale, arms come back up to center. And as you exhale, twist over to the right. Again, inhale, grow tall, and exhale to ring out. Don't ever try to get deeper into the twist on an inhale. Make sure it is always on your exhales. And inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Good job. Okay, inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, open up to cactus. And as you exhale, round the spine like you're hugging a giant beach ball. And then inhale, all the way back up tall. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, open to cactus. Exhale, giant hug. Inhale, back up tall. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale to cactus. And last time, exhale, giant hug. All right, you can bring arms up and exhale through heart center. Good job. Flip your legs around so that they are out long. Go ahead and peel the flesh from your sit bones so that your sit bones are really rooted down into the mat. Inhale to grow and exhale, forward fold. You should be feeling this in your hamstrings, not your low back. So we're not rounding down, staying nice and lifted. And honestly, if this is as far as you get, that you have a straight spine, that is better than if you round and bring your forehead all the way to your shins. Okay? Focus on the hamstrings. All right, inhale, come back up. Let's come all the way down to a supine position. All right, go ahead and cross left leg over the right. Thread the hands behind the right thigh. Inhale, and as you exhale, draw those legs toward you. Make sure that your left foot is flexed to protect that knee joint. Breathe. As always, that option to use your left elbow to press onto that left knee. Get a little bit deeper. Breathe. All right, go ahead and release that. Cross the right foot over the left knee. Thread those hands behind. Flex that right ankle. Inhale, and as you exhale, draw those legs toward you. Again, you can use that right elbow. Allow your body to start to cool. All right, go ahead and release that. And plant both feet down on the floor. And we're gonna come up into shoulder stand. Now, you can use your hands to support you, but for now, we'll start with them down on the mat. Now, when you're in shoulder stand, make sure that you're not turning your neck from side to side. You wanna keep your gaze up toward the ceiling so that it is protecting your neck, okay? Since it'll be compressed. Go ahead and tuck your shoulder blades underneath the body. Bring those hands down to the mat, and then use your ab strength to pull yourself up. And then you can move your hands to the low back to give yourself some added support. Hold here. Again, if you'd like to practice that breathing, you can draw that navel in toward the spine on every exhale. All right, go ahead and roll your way down with control. Good work. All right. Window wipe the legs, so plant both feet at the edge of the mat. You just window wipe. Big movements to work through the tension in your spine. Beautiful. All right, let's make our way into Shavasana. You can take whichever variation you would like to. If you want to take the traditional Shavasana, or if you, like me, want to place your feet at the width of the mat and let your knees topple in, that works great too. Just make sure, as always, you've got that little space in your spine. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back, and then close off the eyes. Now in this Shavasana, I don't want you to practice any particular active breathing. Just allow your breath to move with ease. Allow your body to relax. This is an energizing practice, but Shavasana is the part of the practice where your body is able to digest what you have just practiced. And it also allows you to calm the mind, and it signals your body to let the stress go. For that reason, it's one of the most important parts of every yoga practice. So don't be afraid to let yourself relax and breathe. We'll stay here a little longer. All right, we can begin to make subtle movements with the body if you want to. Wiggle the fingers and toes. We move the feet and the ankles, wrists, hands. And as soon as you feel ready, go ahead and roll to whichever side feels comfortable to you today. And very slowly make your way up into a comfortable seated position. Eyes remain closed. Again, place the hands down in the lap and draw your energy downward to each and every point connected to the mat. This is your practice. Take away with it what you choose to. Go ahead and bring hands to heart center. You can blink open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. I hope that this has been energizing for you. I hope you feel ready to greet the day with some power. And as always, please comment below and let me know what you thought of this flow, how it felt for you. And if you did like it, please be sure to like and subscribe. There are new flows every Tuesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to be notified anytime there's a new upload, please feel free to hit that little notification bell. Thank you again so much for flowing with me today. Have a swell day and namaste.